Welcome to Faith and Science Field Notes Radio, where each episode combines one middle school science topic with scripture and personal reflection, because studying how the world works is one way of getting to know the God who made it. This is a brief on chemical property. Last time we talked about physical property, and before that, matter and substance. But where a physical property is something you can observe or measure about matter without changing actually what it is, we're going to look today at the flip side, a property you can't see just by looking at it. You only discover it once something actually happens. A chemical property describes how a substance tends to react or change into a new substance, like flammability, whether or not something can catch fire and burn, or the ability to rust. Those are examples of chemical properties. Let's take a piece of iron. Just by looking at it, you can't tell it's going to rust. That only shows up once the iron is exposed to oxygen and moisture over time, and then it changes into a whole new substance called iron oxide or rust. Here's where people usually trip up. A chemical property isn't something you can observe just by looking. You only see it in action once the substance actually undergoes a reaction and changes into something new. And that's different from a physical property, because with a physical property, you can observe without any changes happening at all. Think of a chemical property like a person's temper. You might not know someone has a short fuse just by looking at them. You only discover it once something actually provokes a reaction. Just ask my kids about that one. Now the deeper connection. Lean in. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7 talks about the tested genuineness of our faith, refined like gold through fire, so that it results in praise and honor. Just like a chemical property, such as flammability, only reveals itself once a substance is actually put to the test, our faith's true nature often only becomes visible once it's tested by something real. So here's a question worth sitting with. What's a trial or challenge that revealed something true about your faith? Something you might not have known was there until it was tested. Thank you for listening to this episode of Faith and Science Field Notes Radio. Remember, studying how the world works is one way of getting to know the God who made it.